Hi, I'm Liam from Reef Breeders. Today we're going over how to install the Reef Nexus Integration Kit, which upgrades your Photon V2 or V2 Plus into the Photon V2 Pro, enabling you to use the Reef Nexus app for cloud-based programming. Before you begin, please note that a 2.4 GHz wireless network with internet connectivity is required to operate the wireless app. After fully unplugging your light and removing it from your tank, set it down on a soft surface. If you've been using your light for a while, right now is the best time to give your light a quick once over and clean off any salt creep. Next step, get a Phillips screwdriver and take off all the screws on the front of the Photon. Once you have all the screws out, take the faceplate off the Photon. Once we have the faceplate off, let's take this board out. So it's held together by two 5mm hex nuts, and I don't even have a 5mm socket at my house, so I found that I could even just do it with my fingers or even a pair of pliers to unscrew these. It's pretty simple, so I'm just gonna move them off to the side. Alright, two of these little nuts here. And now you have two cords holding this in together. We'll call this one over here the set of power cords, and then we'll call this one the ground because it looks just like a ground cable. So all you're gonna do is it's held together by little pieces of red wax. You're just gonna get a heat gun or a hair dryer. For me, it's a hair dryer. And that will allow it to loosen up enough to where you can pull it out. So I'm actually blowing some of these little optics to the side with the air from the hair dryer, so don't turn it on too high because you don't want them to blow everywhere. It's not a problem, it's just more work for you. And also there's these little metal washers that were where the hex nuts are that you don't want to blow them out either. Blow it on that for about 30 seconds, and then we'll do this other one for about 30 seconds. And that should be enough for the wax to be soft enough to easily pull these out and swap it out. Alright, that should be good. So you pull this one out. Don't wait too long or the wax will harden again, and then you'll just have to do that all over. Same thing with this. Just be gentle and pull the white cords out. Try not to pull on the wires, just pull on the white part. There we go. Now it's out. Now we're going to swap that out with our Reef Nexus kit. Now that we've removed the old hardware and we're ready to install the new hardware, let's remove the side plate with a Phillips screwdriver. Once you have the side plate removed, it's time to get the Reef Nexus kit installed. First thing you'll want to do is take the ground wire and take the red wax substance facing up and plug it in on the end where it says temp. You want the antenna facing outwards, which is why you need to install the new faceplate, because it has a hole right there for the antenna to come out. So now that we've got this side plugged in, now we're going to go on over here to the power side and plug that in over here. With the red part facing up, that's for the wax that was being used to hold it all together. Alright, and it's in. So now we're going to take our hex nuts and screw them into the little holes. Okay, and it is Be careful touching any of the components on the top, because anything you touch could come off and you could ruin the whole board just from doing that. Alright, now it's hand tightened on there, not too much. And now it's time, after we've hand screwed on those little hex nuts and I've plugged in both sides, now it's time to get the Phillips screwdriver and plug the new faceplate onto the side. When we're installing the new faceplate on the side, it just needs to line up with all the holes. So if you are looking at it on the side over here, it's the Reef Breeders logo is going to go in upside down. That way when it's flipped over, it's right side up. So we're going to take our screws from before, these 4 screws, and get it back in there. Before we put the faceplate back on, we want to make sure that the app connects to the Reef Nexus kit seamlessly. There's a reset button on here that you can press if you need to reset it, which is this little gold button right here. So if you need to do any kind of resets, that's going to be the button that you need to push. And it's right next to this temp outlet in the back. Next, go to your app store on your mobile phone or other smart device and type in Reef Nexus. You'll know you're at the right thing because it says Reef Nexus and right next to it, it has a reefbreeders.com logo. Go ahead and open it, download it, make an account, and then get ready to get your light plugged in so we can test it out. Once you've downloaded your app and made your account, click the equipment tab with the plus sign. A screen will emerge that says add new equipment and there will be a Reef Breeders logo. Click that button and it'll walk you through the next steps. Now we're ready to plug in our Photon. Now that we've got the faceplate screwed back on, we've got the app all set up, now we can control our Photon V2 Pro with the app. So I'm using it now to put on the different colors, royal blue, white, cool blue, and violet, and there we have it. It's all set and ready to go, and you can add a schedule and do whatever you need to do. Thank you for joining me for another of our Reef Breeders videos. Till next time.